So for all train users out there is a closure on the Gawler train line. This comes with the SA government, actually, Tom, with a new budget allocating $10 million to extend the railway line and stuff like that, do a bit of maintenance. Right. So on 9 p.m. on Friday, tomorrow, from that to the last service on Monday, it'll pretty much be closed. So you have to get the bus or other means of transport if you're on the Gawler line.
All right, well, be aware of that.
That's it. We can pat ourselves on the back here in South Australia. We've done it again.
Me and you personally?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do it.
I'm doing it.
Pat your back. Adelaide University is number 8 in the universities in Australia, so we cracked the top 10. How good. That's out of 42 universities here in Australia, so top 10, not too bad.
Not too bad. I thought Uni Adelaide was like world-renowned.
So in the world, actually, it's interesting if you look at the ranks, it's 82 in the world.
Really?
So it's weird how it works. So 82 out of all the world universities is great, right?
Yeah.
So it shows that Australia as a whole must be pretty decent for universities, because we're number 8 over here, but 82 around the world considering everything.
That is pretty good, because there's a lot of universities in the world.
Huge.
I mean, even just looking at like England and America, how many massive universities and colleges they have over there. So yeah, all right, pat on the back. It's warranted.
Unfortunately, it was the Victorians that came out on top in Australia.
God
it was
damn it.
University of Melbourne with the number 1 university here.
There you go.
Yeah, so we'll have to take that title.
All right, well,
down
next year.
And this is one I am copping at the moment, not to delve too much into my finances, but there's some stuff with Afterpay that's come out.
Do you use Afterpay?
My biggest regret. Nah, it's good, but I've slumped into the cracks of, having to owe a bunch of money now. But pretty much with Afterpay laws, there's a bunch of new ones to say services like Afterpay and Zip will have tighter credit checks on people, new customers and stuff like that. So they'll be a bit more wary of who is actually able to pay back the money and whether you can use the service.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I've always refused to get Afterpay, because I know the minute I get it and start afterpaying stuff, it's going to be game over.
It's too good.
Yeah.
It's just like a little cheat code in life.
Yeah. It's $300 or 5 payments.
Exactly right.
A small amount. That seems. I can't do the math live on air.
Maybe you shouldn't use the Afterpay then. Can't be trusted.
It's never been my strong suit.
You fork over 5 lots of 300 accidentally.
Never been my strong suit, the math. But what has been is sport, and we're moving over to sport right now. State of Origin last night. Tuned into that one, of course. Queensland versus New South Wales. What are you? You're a Queensland supporter, aren't you?
Yeah, go for Queensland.
Yeah, good stuff. Well,
I mean, I'm not super on the rugby. I'm not massive, but out of the two, I'd go Queensland.
They absolutely thrashed them last night, 38-10. New South Wales went down, of course. Queensland have been pretty strong in the last few rounds. It was played down at a core stadium in New South Wales. First game. Second game is due to play on the 20... Stay with me.
Stay with me. Pause. Is getting it.
It's dramatic. It's for dramatic.
Producer, get the date.
On June 26th is the next game at the MCG. So make sure you tune in for that one. Queensland absolutely thrashed them. Hopefully Queensland can take out the series title again.
Good stuff.
Callum, we're talking about expiration dates at the moment. Wondering whether you believe in them or not, because after a bit of research, a lot of articles are out there saying they're more of a guideline. In fact, I've found this one quote here from the Better Homes and Gardens website that's saying, with the exception of baby formula, the food dating system is not government regulated or standardised, so the dates printed on most items are actually suggestions from the manufacturer to help you know when the product is at its best quality.
Yeah, it's interesting you say the best quality, because that's exactly what it's been on a few other articles, that it's more of a quality-based thing as opposed to safety. Yes, by that date, it will taste a bit funky, it will taste a bit weird, but it doesn't necessarily mean it'll be bad for you.
Yeah, so we're opening up a bit of a discussion here. 1300 737374. Do you believe in expiry dates? Somebody's texted in here saying there's a difference between use by date and best before date. Completely agree, but we're talking about the use by here, talking about whether or not you actually eat the foods after the use by, because most of them it kind of seems like it's all right. I don't do it personally, but
it just seems a bit risky. Another little interesting fact, over in America, did you know that there's some states that have different regulations? So you could buy a jug of milk in one state and it's only good for 12 days. Then you go to Idaho and they have different regulations, so it's good for like 25.
Yeah, right.
So it really does depend. In America,
God, it'd be
literally-
great shopping over there for milk,
Yeah,
wouldn't
in
it?
America, it literally depends on the state. Yeah, you're going on a
Yeah.
road trip, milk's off, we're camping. Oh, let's just go to another state. Let's go to
Yeah.
Missouri. Let's
No more having to go to the back of the milk section to get the longest in date one.
Yeah, exactly right.
Hey, let's head over to Cheltenham. We got Smurf on the line. Smurf, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, guys. How are you?
Yeah, very good.
thanks. Do you believe in the expiry dates or what's going on here?
There is one item, it's a dairy item, that I believe does not expire.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't. You believe it doesn't expire at all?
No, I used Greek yogurt last night. That was out of date for 2 months,
2
sealed.
months. Wow.
2
okay.
months. And it
So
was
Yeah, it
fine.
was sealed, like it hadn't been opened at all. Perfectly fine. Butter chicken tasted great.
big cool because Greek yogurt though is one of those that I've read is one that you have to be particularly careful of. But experts say, hey, your senses are your best recommendation. If you just give it a smell and it's fine, then you're good to go.
Smell, finger tester, I was good. Kept on cooking.
Great.
Yeah, happy days. Hey, cheers for getting involved, Smurf. There you go. Greek yogurt, according to Smurf, does not expire. I'll be loading up on that in the apocalypse.
I love all these experts, us, the fresh fam. We're just compiling a list of things we can eat past the expiry date. But hey, we've got Jaden in Virginia. Tell us, what are you eating past the expiry date or what's the go?
Morning, boys.
G'day.
I first want to start off with whoever's out there eating mouldy bread, mate, needs to be charged with a war crime.
Yeah, I agree.
That is just not there, mate. God damn.
Why do you think I didn't say their name? They're going to get headhunted. Pitchforks and, flaming bits of wood, like, they're going to get hunted.
Deservedly so, too. Yeah, deservedly so. But no, with dairy, I agree with the last caller. Give it a sniff with your meat if it's slimy. But other things, mate, I've had wheat bix well out of date before and stuff like that. Fine.
How far are we talking?
Certain things, but...
Yeah, how far? How? What's the oldest wheat bix you've eaten, Jaden?
Ancient wheat bix. The first one.
Yeah, it was a
back
Pharaoh's
when I
King
was in the
Toots.
tin, mate.
Good on you, Jaden. Thanks for getting involved, mate. We got Andy from Paralawi. Andy, do you believe in the expiration dates?
Nah, mate, nah.
Not at all.
Bull.
Yeah, bunch of
Not
bull.
at all.
All right.
So what are you eating?
yeah.
What are you eating past the expiry date?
Oh, I've got some black ground pepper that I rarely use, but when I do, it's bloody good. And used by 2009, mate, still going good.
Oh, 9. Oh, 9.
Jesus.
Yes, mate, still going
So when
strong.
Avatar came out,
To put it in context.
Yeah, bloody oak, nah,
Still-
still goes good.
still
Just got
tastes
some
alright?
nipple from it, but she's all right.
Andy, yeah. So you're not a big black pepper eater. So when it comes out, it really comes out.
Oh, bloody oath, mate. She shakes that. Happy days.
does it get better like wine? A bit more peppery, aged
I
ground
think
pepper.
so.
Oh, great.
Yeah, most likely. I haven't really checked up, but I'm sure it does.
Jeez, Andy, you'll have to have me and Callum over for dinner. We have to try out this black pepper.
Oh, sounds good, boys. For
Good,
sure.
good. Pepper steaks on Andy.
Yeah, let's wrap things up here. Julie in Adelaide Hills, what do you think? Do you believe in the expiration dates?
Yes and no. So I'm a chef. Have been for 30 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
expert opinion here.
So basically, it is. Yeah, like I drink milk past its date or eat yogurt. Obviously, you'd be able to smell it if it was off.
Yeah.
But also an interesting thing with like cheese. You can eat cheese past its expiry date. The only thing that happens with cheese is it actually loses its flavour and intenseness. So if it's a really vibrant tasting cheese,
Yeah.
the more aged it is, the flavour disappears.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
Okay.
Also, if you cryovac food, it will last for months. So yeah, nuts, meat, cold meat, anything like that, you can cryovac it, and yeah, it'll last in the fridge. Or, nuts and things, they'll last in the pantry for...
Great stuff. I mean, what I'm taking out of this, Julie, is we can drink milk for our days on end.
I mean, we did just get a text in saying, "Hi, I just drank milk that was 4 months overdue. Delicious."
Gave the sniff test as well. Approved. Tom, there's a new movie out of the cinemas, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited to see this one. I haven't kept up with like the last couple, but they're good movies.
Great series, and what a lot of people might not know about it is that the main monkey, Caesar. He's a motion sensor based kind of character. So there's someone that has pretty much a suit with all these little gadgets on it, and they walk around like a monkey, and the machine picks up on that and films it.
Yeah.
And then it goes through as the monkey character. And now the leading man who does Caesar is none only than Andy Serkis. So Andy Serkis is really interesting because not only has he done Caesar, I only found out yesterday he did King Kong back in 05 or whatever.
James Cameron's King Kong.
Yeah,
he was King Kong, he's got monkey experience.
Yeah, he's already been a monkey, so he knows what he's doing.
I mean, he famously is Gollum as well from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Gollum is his biggest hit. So,
he is the mocap king.
Yeah, exactly right. He's been around that scene for so long. And it got us thinking about Andy Serkis, though, and we thought, you know, imagine what it would be like to date Andy Serkis.
Don't make this a we thing. This is a purely you thing.
You were there for the discussion.
And I quickly left the building.
But I was thinking, you know, it is a bit strange, the idea. Imagine dating Andy Serkis and, you know, the girlfriend goes to introduce him and says, you know, I'm dating a guy in Hollywood. Everyone turns around and says, oh, it's a Brad Pitt or whoever. And he's like, no, it's Andy Serkis. And then everyone turns around and says, is he the one who crawls around like the monkey?
Or the one that crawls around looking for that ring.
Yeah, it's one of the more unsavory dudes to date in Hollywood. So here is what it's like to imagine if a girlfriend would like to introduce her new boyfriend, Andy Serkis, on the block.
I should put out a little PSA. I haven't heard this, and I've heard from our boss it is a little weird. Yeah, all right.
Let's do it.
Here it is.
Did you hear Lorraine's bringing her new boyfriend?
I hope it's better than the last one.
Well, she told me he works in Hollywood as an actor.
Ooh, well, is he famous?
He starred in Lord of the Rings and all of those new Planet of the Apes movies.
Shh, here they come. Hey guys, this is Andy.
I'm Andy Serkis. It was a joke.
15 minutes later.
Andy, you've barely eaten. Would you like an onion ring?
Beautiful.
So Andy, you were saying that you work in film?
15 minutes later.
The dessert for the day is a caramel sundae with chef pistachio, cooked toffee, and chocolate wafer. The dessert comes with caramelized banana, but unfortunately we have run out of the banana.
Oh, that's fine.
My face, my beautiful French face. Your boyfriend just ripped off my face.
Check, please.
Yes.
What the hell was that?
Don't invite Andy Serkis to be your boyfriend.
Honestly, sounds like an okay date.
A bit interesting. Weeks ago, we talked about going to the Channel 7 Young Achiever Awards, and on the way there, a bit of a disaster happened. One of the big disasters that could happen.
Bit of a disaster. I'd say it was a huge disaster for one of us.
Red protocol, red flag going on. Ripped my suit pants, pretty much.
Yes.
Getting into the boss's car, and then he was kind
happens
enough.
to the best of us.
It does, it does. But got the boss's suit off him, so he lent it to me for the night, right?
Yeah.
Which is a really nice suit. It was a Ted Baker one.
It's like
it was probably one of the primo suits he could have given to me. He could have. I literally said to him, I opted and said, "Hey, you can give me just black pants, and I'll take a blazer from you, whatever."
Yeah.
He says, "No, take the Ted Baker.
Take my, multiple thousands of dollars worth of Ted Baker suit.
You'll look good." So I take the Ted Baker suit, and it's just so risky, being in that for the whole night.
Yeah.
Especially with the commotion going on and stuff like that.
Well, you don't want to spill stuff on it.
Exactly right. Yeah.
I mean, you've already ripped one pair of pants.
Yeah, obviously there's a bad luck, clothing voodoo curse on me, so I don't know why he gave it.
You've been hitting the gym lately, who knows? Who knows what'll happen when you tense up those buttocks?
Yeah, all gonna go down south. But pretty much, so I've worn his suit. I brought it in a few weeks later to work to give it to him, and then upon opening up the jacket, our content director Sophie points something out and she says, "What is that?" It's a rip. There's a rip in the jacket of my boss's Ted Baker suit.
So you've ripped a pair of pants and then you thought, no, that's not enough. I'm going to rip the jacket as well.
I want to prove to people how buff I'm getting. No one's given me a compliment as of yet, so I'm going to have to start ripping my suits.
Don't lend this man clothes.
Yeah. Alteration places hate this guy. I've got my face all up on the internet.
Alterations most wanted.
Yeah. But pretty much I've ripped his suit, had a look at it, thought, crap, what do I do? So it's pretty much a stealth operation. I had the suit down here in the office. The amount of times the corporate fat cat, our boss, who would come down looking around and I would literally be pressed up against his suit or there would be someone else kind of standing in front of it because I've told everyone, code red, hide the suit from the boss.
It was like you hired muscle to, hide the suit.
Yeah.
Whenever he came downstairs where you were hiding this suit, I don't know why you even brought it into work, to be honest, but you had it down here downstairs, and every time the corporate fat cat would come down, you hired someone, if you weren't able to hide it. Just stand in front of it.
Be on duty, be on guard, watch for the suit, but...
Corporate fat cat would be is that my suit? And everyone would be like, no.
God, no. Just looks similar.
Your
this one has
suit.
a rip in it. Yours doesn't. But I went to the alterations place to get it fixed right.
Yeah.
And I say, I need it to be non-visible. It's my boss's. It's not mine. Just fix it up so you can't see it. I can give it back willy-nilly. Go back a few days ago, Tom.
Yeah.
I pick up the suit.
It's all fixed?
Well, I looked at it. It is all fixed. But where the stitching was, where the rip happened, instead of just closing it up, they've wanted to make the jacket slightly bigger so it doesn't rip again. So they've reinforced it. They've reinforced
so they know
it.
you're not going to be wearing it again?
I said that to her. So when she shows it to me, I almost vomited because it has this reinforced black lining in it that stands out. And so there's no hiding it. And
so the inside of the jacket isn't black?
So the inside of the jacket just has a big black strip in it and the rest of it is like the colours it was before.
Right.
So it just stands out. It just stands out, and you obviously can't hide it. And I said to her, it's not for me, it's for my boss. It doesn't matter about it being bigger. So now I'm dealing with that. But I gave it back to him yesterday. He seemed fine.
Right, I didn't care.
He seemed okay.
Oh, well, happy days.
We'll see what happens tomorrow.
Let's open up the phone lines here, Callum. 1300 737374. We're getting plenty of people text through on the text line right now. Things that people have ruined. Somebody texted in here saying, when I was around 8 years old, my nana had just recarpeted her whole house. It was a huge deal. My older cousin, who was 12, and I thought it would be a good idea to start painting our toenails. Long story short, we spilt the nail polish on the carpet and it never came out, and my nan had to change the furniture around to hide it.
Wow.
The furniture and stain have not moved in the last 25 years.
Hey, it's the price of looking good, isn't it? I rip a suit because I'm getting buff. They ruin a carpet because they want their nails to look good. It just happens. It's part of the process of beauty. We got this one here. Yeah, I ruined my partner's 21st by spewing on her dad. Yuck. Spewing on her dad during the speeches.
Why'd you repeat it?
I couldn't believe it. During the speeches as well was the worst part. It's not like it's a discreet part of the party. It's
during the speeches is usually pretty early on.
Yeah, and it's also when everyone's watching you. You've got everyone's gaze on your soul.
Yeah, nervous spew.
Yeah.
Another text here. I brought my new girlfriend over to a friend of the family's house and she was very intoxicated. They're very posh and had a white furry carpet. She dropped her red wine all over the carpet, which we couldn't even offer to replace it because it cost so much money. Oh, no.
Wow. Jeez. It's always a thing. Anytime I see red carpet around wine, surely your brain just goes into alarm signals.
Red carpet around wine.
This one here. Morning, boys. I ruined my boss's car. Okay, this is making me feel better about the suit, to be fair. Got it for the weekend and drove it right into a Stobie pole. Jeez. Wow. So imagine if you were wearing the boss's suit when that happened too. Got a bit busted up.
Split the suit. Yeah. Hey, we've got Nathan from Bellevue Heights on the line. Nath, good morning, mate. How you going?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yourself?
Good, mate. Hey, what did you ruin?
It wasn't me. It was actually a good friend of mine. Every time he'd get a new pair of shoes, he'd just go outside and scuff them to get the first mark out the way.
Oh, really? So he doesn't like the anticipation or suspense of, seeing a scuff mark naturally, or what's the go?
Yeah, Yeah, I think that was it. You know, you didn't want to trot around all nervous in your new shoes. You just wanted to wear them, so he'd scuff them, but I still think he's crazy for it.
That is crazy. Surely you go as long as you can without dirtying your shoes.
So he wouldn't put any of the protective spray or anything on the shoes. He'd just go out there and get it done.
Yeah, the complete opposite. You just go scuff them.
Yeah, just buys the shoes, walks out, he's like, all right, I'm off to do the True Grit competition. I'll see you in the mud dunes. Tom, over in the Marubo village in the Amazon, it's a tribe over there in South America. It's really interesting. Elon Musk has pretty much developed a SpaceX technology product to help out the tribe with internet resources.
Yeah, right. Okay, so they haven't had internet before?
Nah, definitely not. So this is one of those tribes that has been not exposed to any sort of means of outside communication, stuff like that. They've been quite sectioned off there in the Amazon. So the idea of internet is an insane, idea
absolutely.
to them. But it works with low-orbiting Starlink satellites that go around the Earth, and it pretty much means that in really, really remote spots of the world, you can connect up to the internet.
Yeah, right.
Better than anywhere else in the world. So it has a lot of perks. It means that if, say, a member of the tribe is bitten by a venomous snake, that means they can use the internet to now call a helicopter or airlift to the tribe to get them out in a rescue situation.
Oh, that's great. Oh, so they're using it for like all sort of good things.
Yeah, great stuff. So the technology is there. It's really informative and it's helping them out. But there is one aspect that the tribe is absolutely loving right now.
All right.
So you got all these satellites, you got them being helped with airlifts, emergency protocol, things like that. They are really loving the pornography aspect. So it hasn't taken them long
to discover the hub.
Yeah, exactly right. I don't know how they did it, but one of them must have just cracked on and just searched it up and then tapped the mate on the shoulder and said,
couple of keywords in Google search.
Get a load of this. So now it's just a sex frenzy in the tribe, apparently. And they're all trying out everything they're seeing on the internet.
Jeez.
Emergency protocols are out the window.
I mean, being so new to the internet as well, how do you reckon they came about it? Do you reckon they're using Bing or Google?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yahoo?
Probably Google, But it is funny, though, isn't it? The idea that Musk has invested all this money in case there's a snake bite and, they get to get airlifted out. Now I guess you can just suck the snake bite out, right?
By the way, guys, leave Safe Search off. Callum, sometimes breaking into the job market can be a real tough task, especially if you're just moving in between jobs, right?
Yeah, remember when we signed our lives to the devil? Crazy stuff. How do you think we got the job?
Still trying to get out of that contract.
Yeah. Not looking forward to eternity down there, but the job's pretty good now.
No, you can be, you can be perfectly qualified for the job, nail the interview, but still somehow get snubbed. Well, maybe it's time to start thinking outside of the box, just like this bloke over in Sydney, Cato, has done, where back in February, Fred Again was doing a concert over in Sydney. We all know Fred Again. We love Fred Again here at Fresh.
Huge Fresh favourite. It was a spontaneous tour as well. People didn't really expect it. He just came around, did the Sydney shows. People loved it. Went interstate for it. It was huge.
Well, I think he just came to Australia for a holiday and then got asked if he wanted to perform somewhere and just put tickets up on his stories. So they were really limited. And this bloke, Cato, saw it as a bit of an opportunity. So he managed to secure himself 4 tickets. One was for him and his mate.
Yep.
And then the other 2 he was going to sell off for a bit of profit and just, sort of get his 2 tickets for free. But then he saw one as an opportunity and he was on LinkedIn and he was looking for a job. He was in between jobs at the time. And he messaged a potential employer and just said, hey, I've got this spare Fred Again ticket.
Right.
Would you like to go?
Wow, okay. So palm it off to the employer. Try and schmooze them up a little bit.
Absolute handball to this employer. Guy loved it. Loved Fred Again. Was like, absolutely. Took the ticket. Next minute, gets the job.
Awesome stuff. And you've already got good rapport with the boss. You've taken them a night out on the town to one of the most exclusive shows in the city at the time. It's a huge way to get a job. That's awesome.
Well, usually as the employer, you're taking your clients out as well, right?
Yeah.
You're taking them out to the Fred Again show. So if you're not in the job market, How good is that? Just get yourself some tickets to a wildly popular musician like Fred again, message people on LinkedIn. Go crazy. Go for gold.
What did we have here recently? We had Shannon Knoll. You could. I wonder if he's still touring the country. Get your future boss a Knowlesy ticket.
I've got a spare ticket to Knowlesy and a voucher for the Crazy Horse.
Yeah.
You up? Tom Callum.
Yep.
Robert Irwin's in a bit of hot water at the moment.
Geez, Robert Irwin's such an interesting one, isn't it? Because, for so long of his life, he was kind of not in the limelight. He was a kid.
Yeah.
Now he's emerged. Now he's, coming out. He's on Channel 10.
He's everywhere now. He hosted I'm a Celebrity,
Exactly.
Get Me Out of Here.
He's doing everything now, so he's the big hot shot around town.
Yes, and of course, his fame hasn't stopped because Twisties have got him to voice a new advert between picking the better flavour out of chicken or cheese.
Is that not the prime part of your career when you get asked to do something for a junk food company?
Surely and then you get free Twisties for
surely
life.
He's living, amongst a Scrooge McDuck coin situation of, laying on a bed of Twisties in his house. Surely cartons upon cartons.
Yes.
Side note, what food would you want to endorse?
KFC.
KFC? Yeah. Well,
No
we
shame.
have, luckily.
No shame in that one. Yeah, I'll do that till the day I die.
Yeah. Great one.
But yes, he's been asked to take a stance by Twisties on which flavour he prefers out of chicken or cheese, and this is how the advert goes.
To my constituents, I say chicken is the people's Twisties! Sure, cheese came first, but second-borns were made to perfection. Sorry, Bindi.
Yes, so there you go. He's taken the chicken route, and it has landed him in some hot water.
Yeah, so he's donned the chicken, said how good it is. G-Flip, they have done Twisties cheese flavour.
Yeah.
So going against each other, chicken. Now he's got some backlash for the chicken, right?
Yeah,
so this is where it gets interesting.
So this is what I find funny about this all. So he's landed in hot water by saying he likes chicken twisties, and it's the vegan community that are upset with him, saying, you're meant to love animals and stuff. How can you say chicken's a better twisty flavour?
Yeah.
One, there's no real chicken in chicken twisties. Two, wouldn't the vegans be upset about cheese as well?
I don't see why it's so one-sided, right?
They're both animal products.
Yeah, and it's almost like they think there's little chicken, like little nugs or something amongst
baby
the chicken,
chicks.
amongst the chicken twisties. But have you seen the comments? People are launching at Robert Irwin.
People are livid.
You're
about
terrible.
It all.
You don't love animals. You're a disgrace to the name. It is crazy at the moment.
Yeah, someone saying this has really surprised me, and I'm a little disappointed. Like, come on. It's a chip flavour.
Yeah.
There's no chicken involved in chicken twisties.
Can't wait to see the backlash when he also wants to get a KFC sponsorship.
Mammy Noodle is in hot water as well while we're at it.